Okay, this is the part-time prepper with the 22 ammo update for late winter, early spring 2014. The 22, I really didn't know. I haven't been shooting for a while, and it was like around Christmas time when we purchased a 22 rifle, my second one, or our second one, and I started going on YouTube and finding out there was a shortage of ammo, and then of course as soon as I started trying to buy ammo in mid-January, I found out for myself that it was very hard to come by. I ended up, I had about 4 or 5 local gun shops and about, well, we actually have 3 Walmarts within 15 miles of us. It's like the ring of Walmarts, we call it. We're encircled by 3 of them, and also a couple of sporting goods stores, Dick's and others. So there must be at least a dozen places that I would say since the mid-January I've been calling for a week. I mean, I must admit I'm not one of the early morning persons that get up at 5:30 or 6 a.m. to go to Walmart to stand in line. There's nothing wrong with that, but working a second shift, I don't really like getting up that early in the morning. But here, this is the update on what I have found so far, and a price. We're going to call this The Price is Right, because maybe you guys can tell me what the prices are in your state, or maybe I'm paying a little too much. I think some of it was a little high priced, and we will start, and I do have my lovely hand model once again to assist me. So we are going to start with the Federal Lightning ammo, and why don't you show them the price that was purchased at. There are 50 round boxes. We actually got it at Walmart, but it wasn't one of the ring of Walmarts around us. We were actually on a road trip, and we happened to be driving by a Walmart. This was about a month ago, and beginning of March, and by luck apparently we walked in and we hit it on the right day because they had just gotten their delivery around noon, and we were able to get 6 boxes because of course it's 3 boxes a piece. That's all you can buy there, and they were $2.47 a piece. So the Lightning, I've seen some reviews. I've never shot it, but I've seen some reviews that weren't real favorable of it. But at that price, I figured we had to get some. Now, right after I found out there was a shortage, I went to a local gun store and got this German ammo that I'm not familiar with. It's Target ammo. That was the highest priced right there. But at the time I had called a few places, found out that there seemed to be a shortage, and that was $7.95 a box, which kind of dropped my jaw. But at the time I had very limited supplies of 22, so I purchased it. I'm not familiar with the SK on it at the bottom. Made in Germany. Maybe you could tell me if this was a good price, but I feel like I got soaked. So he did have some more, but I only purchased 2 boxes. This was actually my latest one in early April. After going to Dick's a couple of times and calling them, they never had any 22. And again, I hit it on the right day, early in the afternoon. They had a shipment in. Now, they actually had about 8 boxes of these. I only purchased 1 because, again, it seemed high in price. The mini mags at 9.3 cents around, $27.95 for a 300 box. Actually, the man behind me was all excited and I think was going to buy several of them. But at the time, I don't know, to me it seemed a little high. Maybe it's not. Maybe that's the going rate right now. But 9.3 cents. And then, again, at a local gun store a few miles from my house, which I tried about 3 times, either calling or going in, they finally had some Stinger ammo. And again, that was very limited supply they had, but that was the price they were asking for. 11.2 cents a round for the Stingers, which I've never shot the Stingers. I shot the mini mags, and they are a very good round. I've never had any failures with them, but I got the Stingers. And for a bonus here, I've been looking for 380 rounds. And actually, they have actually been a little harder to come by, believe it or not. The Winchester I got at Dick's. As you could see, it was 50 rounds, full metal jacket, 50 cents a round that ran. And that didn't seem too bad of a price. Now these, I believe it's DRT self-defense rounds. Of course, a little higher. I thought that was fairly expensive at 90 cents a round for 380. But another place that had them, they were over $1 a round. I think it was for the Hornady. So really only 3 places, and I would say I call at least once a week these maybe 12 places to see if they have ammo in, and only 3 times did anybody have any 380. And each time I bought those 2 boxes, there were only 2 boxes in the store. So it wasn't like they had several of them. So 380 seems extremely hard to come by also. So that is the ammo update. And here I'll show you my wife's favorite revolver that she likes to shoot. Smith & Wesson 617, purchased in 1983. It has been safety checked. That is not a live 50 caliber round in it, and she does very well with it. At about 10 yards, she can shoot many headshots. And just to show you that I'm not making this up, I'll show you some receipts. This is the Walmart, the Federal 247 round. I don't know if you could see that too well, but that's what that was. I'll hold it out a little bit. And this is a Dick's one for the mini mags at 27. Again, I don't know if you can quite see that too well. Let me see if I can focus in on that a little bit. That's going to be tough to focus in. $27.95 for a box of 300. So hopefully we can do some shooting in the spring. Okay, leave me your comments if you think this was the going rate or it was overpriced, and stay sharp. Because you never know what you may have to shoot.